Welcome to Reforged Eden for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, we crashed down on this arid planet and we spent some time getting set up. And what I've done since the end of that video is I've now got a sniper rifle. We've got 135 rounds of sniper ammunition. We've also got a shotgun for some close-in work. And also during the night, I made a mechanical drill so that we can mine up some resources without having to resort to the survival tool, although I am going to keep the survival tool for a little while. Now, before we get started, a big thank you for all your feedback on potential starter SVs, and I'm going to go with the general consensus, which is, if we come into here, is the Merlin here. This needs an unlock level 7. So what we're going to need to do is get some other resources in here, but you can see we're going to need 1,177 carbon substrate, some iron ingots, some copper ingots, and some silicon. That's well within the capabilities of what we can gather on this planet. But you can see, because it is unlock 7, we can't build it straight away. And also, I don't really want to rush to build it, because even if we get it, we can't make the ammunition. So what I want to do in this part is we're going to go over and check out the UCH wreckage and see if we can make a little bit of progress with the main mission. And to that end, come out here. I want to pick up the portable constructor. The other thing also is I've made some, or take the bandage, that ammunition. Now the reason I've made 3 iron ore is I want to take the atmospheric condenser with me for the ability to generate oxygen just in case. And I think that is about it. And so we're going to just jump on the bike and we're going to go out and see what we'll find. Of course, we're going to, I think we'll leave that one there, but we're going to go out, and of course what we're going to do is just carry on grabbing everything in sight, because we need the XP to get to that level 7. Just keep grabbing that. We'll just jump on the bike. We'll take the alien thorn because it doesn't actually rot, and there's a fruit there. We can eat the fruit. We'll make 1, 2, 3. Take one of those as well. Now I've got no idea what type of reception we're going to get. Actually, if I just keep gathering the alien thorn, and we know it won't perish, so we might be able to sell that once we discover the talon. Wouldn't mind. It'd actually be quite interesting actually to see whether we can. No. So at the moment, I mean, I don't really want to actually make a chainsaw. I don't think there's enough trees on this planet to justify it, but we're going to take a look in a few more logs on the way through. Actually, I think what we'll do is keep an eye out for some iron as well, if we can see any on the way through. Because if I get some iron, what I might be able to do is make another portable constructor. So just looks like we're leaving the, well, once we leave the crash site, we're going to be open for possibility of hostiles, so we need to keep an eye out for those. Although generally on this start, the hostiles are mainly the creatures in the night. And just to show you how well just pick up that so you can see the old mechanical drill makes a little bit of difference. Temperature's building up as well, so we're gonna have to keep an eye out for that. Just get the view down there, just in case. What's that there? Yeah, we've got some a little bit of iron ore here. Pick you up. Is what that will mean is that if I get a little bit overloaded, what I can do is drop the portable constructor as an intermediate cache space. Because one of the nice things about portable constructors is the fact that they've almost got infinite storage space compared to anything else. So you can use them as caches when you're actually out exploring. So just keep gathering them up. In fact, I think what I'll do is I will make another portable constructor. Because what we'll be able to do then is drop one by the UCH wreckage as a working area. That over there. It's just a tree. Okay, we're actually moving into a little bit of a green area here. There's discovered the UCH wreckage. I found it. It's the UCH Heidelberg. It was with us when we left Earth. We found the UCH dart. Now it'd be quite useful to be able to actually scrap this. In fact, if we could make a core, there's a possibility that we might be able to recover this and then actually scrap it down later on. Observations of ship's holes using camera fixed to my suit concludes the ship did not crash. Damage was burnt out. Okay. I think we're just go in. Sure, we're fully loaded. Are you sure the Heidelberg was shot down? Could it have been friendly fire or perhaps ammunition magazine exploded in re-entries? It must be records or logs or something. Something to explain this. Okay. I'm sorry, Captain. The direction of the blast pattern and the melted steel indicates that it was struck by something. Using scanning, I've detected radioactive traces of the same plasma on several other wreckage sites in the area, as well as structures near the polar regions of this planet with strong EM signals. I've concluded that structures near the poles are the likelihood of weapons emplacements and communication stations and military facilities of some sort belonging to an unknown faction native to this region of space. There are many transmissions coming from those locations, nothing of them that I am able to decipher. Maybe you know about them at IDA. I'll leave them be for the moment. That would be the correct decision, Commander. You are alone and unarmed against them. What can be assumed are trained military personnel with superior weaponry and fortification positions. This is territory in the UCH trespassers. The best thing we can do right now is continue to search the wreckage in hopes of finding UCH personnel. Okay. So we're just going to take that out. I thought I picked up the... Oh, there it is. There's the portable constructor. So... Continue investigating, Commander. Your suit's picking up weak electromagnetic coming from somewhere. It's up there. I think one of the best areas if you get into a battle is up here. So what we'll do is we'll just deploy the portable constructor here. And we'll dump off some of this stuff. Put that in there. I think keep the bike, we'll keep the atmosphere. Actually, what I will do is we'll deploy the atmospheric condenser as well. Let me just put one in there. So we'll just have a little look-see round. Got some scrap metal. Wow. Normally that's quite heavy. There's 9 of those. We'll shove those in there. Yep. We've got some spoiled food in here already. Wow. That is the leaves. In fact, I got a comment about spoiled food, and the observation is quite right that spoiled food is carrying it around is a bit of a waste of time. But what I like to do is I like to hang on to it during this initial phase, because one of the problems when you get round to, say, building a capital vessel in the workshop is the fact that one of the things that can hold you back is making grow plots. So what I like to do is hang on to the spoiled food until I get to a point where, say, for example, we find a crashed ship with grow plots on them. So it looks like we've got to inspect this container. The signal is coming from inside the container. You succeed in forcing open the container from which the signal is animating. As soon as you break the seal, the horrible smell meets you. Peer inside. Inside the sealed body container is a human body wearing a UCH engineer's uniform in an advanced state of decay. Thank you, game. What our body looks like in its engineering by uniform. The biometrics of the body match one Sergeant Palant, first engineer of the UCH Heidelberg. Electromagnetic signal appears to be coming from inside the container with him. Investigate the body. It's a bit gruesome. Sorry about this, buddy. I have to move you. Search his pockets. Looks like there's a credit card chit in his pocket. Is that it? I suppose there. Well, we'll take the money. Sorry about this, buddy. Search the body. Source the signal. It appears to be some battery left in the controls are locked. I cannot access them. And now that the device is no longer inside the shielded container, I can remotely access the PDA, download it. Do I need it? What happens? I've received the personal logs and messages from Sergeant Planet's PDA, running analysis. Well, mission task, read them about that. You can be do here, Commander. Okay. Well, we can't bury him, but we'll do the polite way. Not capable. I guess you're right, IDA. You close and relock the container. Is it? Well, there's a capacitor in there as well. Of course, what we should have over here is some fuel. I'm not going to take the fuel out. Actually, I think I will take the fuel out just in case we get attacked. So we got 53 promethium. Pretty good. What I could also do with is oxygen. Now, there is a container up here. Titanium plates, we'll take that. Got here, faint energy signature from here. Wow. We take all that. Wow. We got all this scrap metal can melt it down in the furnace, yeah. I'm not sure that we're going to do it. You can pull open the door of the cargo container to reveal nothing. This container appears to be empty aside from scrap metal and structured plastic. Then looks like it's a bust idea. I'm sure this is the right spot. Yes, Commander. Faint electronic signal coming from inside the container is unlikely to uncover another dead body in the pile of debris. Search the junk in the bottom of the container. There's a logistics management unit under the junk. I doubt there'll be any use, but only used to record and manage the crew. The screen is cracked anyway. It's still a bust. Okay. I'll check somewhere else. Just at the moment, Commander, logistics units contains transfer records, access logs, and user notes. Using more information on one of these devices, please connect your suit to the data port. Connect to the data port. New device detected. Extracting data. Transfer complete. I have received the logistics files, Commander. I have confirmed that there is an additional data in the device logs. You would like to review these files now, or should I send them to PDA later? Forward them to the PDA. Okay, so what's next? Downloading. Now, if we go underneath this. Notice inconsistency to logs the wreckage of the Heidelberg. However, I'm not sure exact calls. Wow. Okay, we got another sniper rifle, so I didn't really need to make one. That's okay, though. I don't think we might need this for when check the constructor logs. The constructor is up over there, but before we do that, we're just going to do a little bit of an unload. Don't really need to carry all that around. Certainly can't do that. We don't need a second rifle. Drop some of these down as well. Got 50 credits. Right, before we go poking around, wow. We need to do a little bit of a search. What we got here? Got some computers. Well, oops. Oh, you can do it, game. Wow, we've got more some mechanical components. That could be useful. I'm not sure if this Heidelberg has an admin core in it or not, because you used to be able to take it apart. Got some capacitors. Yeah, we'll take that. What's the white thing? Tablet, digital tablet, market price. Okay. I think that's most of the loot boxes on the outside. Actually, we might have missed this one. Yeah, we've got a couple of electric motors. Of course, a lot of all this stuff could go up into the workshop to get the SV. Put the tablet in there, unload that, and the computer. So we've got quite a nice pile of stuff here. We've got quite a lot of ammunition. Let me just... I think we can make a multi-tool, can we? No. Or we can. If I can unlock it. Tools. Level 5 multi-tool. Now I'm tempting fate here, but I'd really like a... Okay, we need electronics, which means we need copper. We may have to haul some of that stuff back to base, but I'm gonna carry. Can I? Yeah, because we can't actually take it. Or we could try and scrap stuff with the that means we've now got a shower. Ah. How can I get up to the... Oh, we've got to go to the constructor logs. I'm going the wrong way. I'm following the wrong mission. Can we get up this ramp thing here? It looks like the power's out. Should be able to connect my suit battery to the constructor console long enough to read the console logs. Connect a cable to the suit's power supply. Charging. Access the constructor logs. Template. Survival tent. Count 8. 66 more items. Looks like they made 8 tents, which means there are at least 8 survivors. Rest of the stuff, the constructor, was pretty standard stuff. Supplies, communication equipment, motorbike, pair of UCH radar kits, standard supplies for the journey overland. Looks like they loaded up the rest of the ship's supplies and salvaged what they could to carry away, and headed away from the ship, which makes sense since the place could likely draw attention from the enemy if they hung around for too long. I guess we should be on the lookout for UCH raiders. I've already scanned the planet for heat signatures belonging to the UCH crew commander, and there's no other members of the UCH Navy anywhere near the planet. However, I wanted to, from the logs and to continue the survivors to frame the reference, present the evidence. Okay, should figure out. I'm 80% certain, Commander, the final piece of the puzzle, so to speak, should be found on the ship's bridge. There is a console there that should still be functional and inactive. Should answer your questions. So you're telling me that the live console on the bridge, you didn't tell me to go there first. Why send me to go digging around the dirt boxes full of dead bodies and everything you need to know? There's no point getting upset with a machine because it's a literal thing. Computers are the most literal-minded, dumbest things in creation. Because, Commander, the console of the bridge is both unshielded and will draw a great deal of power when activated. I have identified an unmanned aerial vehicle patrolling near your current position and activated the console. Will undoubtedly draw attention, necessarily putting you in additional danger. I want to discover the truth. Yes. Okay, disconnect from the constructor. Now, if I remember correctly, well, we can certainly get the oxygen out. Got 5 oxygen tanks. That can certainly go into there as well. Estimate the likelihood of the drone detecting the cell activation of the console is 86%. This indicates the drone is equipped with large capacity to have a weak point. Yeah, our drone has a weak point, the weak glowing optical sensor in the front. Scope rifle and heavy rifle. Yep. Now that is a direct hint that to take down drones, you shoot the nose cone, and that makes a really big difference. And that's exactly the reason why I made the The sniper rifle, sorry, brake faded a little bit there. There is a thing, if we could salvage that. We got here safe in plates. Got a fridge here, bottle of milk. Offers a lot, isn't it? Ah. Now we can get in from this side panel here. Oh. Only going through a lot of oxygen. Let me just top the oxygen up. I'm a little bit worried about that. Let me just, because we got to be fighting while we're going. We certainly need to be able to. Let me just get over to here, and just get back to here. Put another one in. Let's keep that ticking forward. Pick that up. We got another 10 bottles, but just drop this in here. Beats bad trip. Okay. Need to keep an eye on our perish times as well. I think we're going to need to set up a water generator, so that we can actually produce oxygen, because I'm quite surprised the speed of the oxygen coming down. Okay, game, I can play this game. Here we go. Navigation console, initiating boot up sequence, operating on reserve power, battery remaining 63%, retrieving log files, access message restricted. Okay, please try again. Okay. Navigation console, welcome Commander Steven Silverberg. One unread message, open message from Lieutenant G. Romilly, all local, date not applicable. Attachments, something. The Heidelberg is lost. We've been lucky these past few weeks. The patrols are closing in when once the forest fires caused by the wreckage died down. We can't stay here any longer. Ensign Emerson won't last much longer with her injuries. We're leaving at first light in the morning. So I'm leaving this message for anyone who finds the ship, along with a copy of the related data. The UCH Expeditionary Fleet was pulled off a course after initiating a long-range warp jump through the Andromeda direction. I'm not going to read all this. If you want to read the details, just feel free to pause the video. Okay, managed to compile translation key Amateur trade standard, which is attached to this message. Make sure we copy it to the suits to decompile. You're also able to compile a partial translation key for our attacker's language, Xerex standards. So far refused, so this introduces the Xerex. Do not engage their armed patrols. Bringing out last time. Okay, copy the file to my suit and my hard drive. And analysing the flight path of patrolling drones. It's just changed course and heading in our direction. Okay. Right, what we need to do is it coming in from? This is the fire position that I want to get into. Ow. Guy's serious, isn't he? That's why I'm under here, mate. What have we just been hit by? You're bleeding. It's a health pack. Well, we're gonna. Where is he? He's. It says he's round here. It's certainly not going to take this guy down in one shot, are we? Oh, like that. Ah! I'll come off it. Gotcha. Okay. What else have we got here now? Here. Okay, we got to double whack the bandages. What we got here is the new medication thing. I think that we're going to keep bleeding until such time as the green goes all the way round. So, medication sergeant bonus runtime logistics units can confirm that 311 days. Temperature is also dropping, so we're going to have a little bit of a problem here. You can almost say a year has passed since everyone met, but cryosleep is possible, but there's no recorded cases of memory loss attributed to cryosleep. Right, we're also going to have to run the risk of getting cold, so we're going to need to stay warm. Now, the problem... Right, we definitely need the SV now, but at the same time, there's no resources around here. Let me just throw out a scan. Although it's more difficult than previously estimated to find the result of the UCH fleet would be fastest methods confirming whether or not this condition is unique to what you caused. Okay. Plotting new course here. Thank you, game. Got the UCH darts. Okay, a forest of stars. After uncovering the wreckage of the Heidelberg and the fate of its crew, you set off after survivors following a trail gone cold almost a year to the neutral station they used to get off-world. Okay. Does that mean we've got to go somewhere else? Where would that be? Okay. Identify. Okay, it's still doing its stuff. Now the question is, we've got resources down here. We've got copper, we've got iron, we've got silicon. And my instinct is to, well, the question is, do we bring everything up to here so that we can actually do there? The structure appears to be made primarily of wood and stone composites. Living quarters. Reach the structure. What? We got to go there. I've guessed that this is the Talon. So in some ways it is pulling us this way. And we're near a lake here. So my instinct is... it's the wind that's making us cold. I'm going to pick up the thermal regulator. I'm going to get a little bit of an issue here. I'm going to leave the milk behind because we're probably going to lose it anyway. I'm going to load up with as much as I can. And then what we're going to do is shift everything back that way. In fact, I'm going to put one more of those in here. yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to actually work on the base. So back into my motorbike. I've lost my motorbike. Can't be. I must have put it in here. Did I put it in here? Yep. Just deploy the motorbike. Yeah. It's getting cold. Oops. Nope. Thanks. We're going to grab everything we can. And then we're going to head back. And that's everything we can take in this turn. So we're tag this area here. Am I facing in the right direction? I'm not. Let's just swing out this way. I think we're going in the right direction now. I've just run over something, but where am I? Ah, yeah, I accidentally switched off the the tags. So we're gonna head back this way, back across the desert. And of course, I've got stuck against a flaming rock. Actually, we're still on level 5, so we got to get up a level yet, or we on level 6. Anyway, let's just get back to over here. Yeah, I think this is more of a working area than the Heidelberg, because we're probably going to need to build a base, because if we get the SV, we're going to need to make 15mm ammunition. I'll just load everything. Anything we don't need, put that in. A little bit of damage, we'll just drink that. So we got a bit of perish time. I don't think we actually need those, but I don't think we need the slots just at the moment. Let's turn the light on so we can see what we're doing. What we need, I think I would like, is a water generator if we can get one. Okay, we can knock up a water generator so that we can start producing the oxygen on a bigger scale, so that we can recharge our what we call it. Got another 15 oxygen. Let's take that with us. The water can stay in there just for the moment. Our last what we call it in. Okay. We're going to need to make some more biofuel. We're a bit low. Okay. We're going to need that oxygen. We need lots and lots of oxygen. I suppose a little bit disappointed the amount of oxygen that we got out of the Heidelberg, but that's okay. Produced. So we've now got the ability to create water. We've got plenty of food. Probably need some more bandages. Where am I going? We need to keep grabbing that. Actually, what level are we actually on now? Oh, luck. So we're still level 5. So we need to get out and try and find some more stuff. Yes. I'm just wondering if we can get back, just pop the oxygen up again. If we can get back to, let me just think about this. We can, I think we've got to work on the SV, even though technically, what we got here, this isn't going to do us that much good. We don't really need that. Don't want to loot out everything that we can. We can take the iron ingots, a little bit of carbon substrate, and start. That's given us some silicon. So what I'm going to need to do is get out and mine as much as possible. In fact, I think that's... I don't have any spare biofuel to drill. I'm going to need lots and lots of biofuel. Take that. And what I'm going to do is get over here. If I remember correctly, we met one of the flamey guys over here where we got some iron here. Actually, just wondering if I could get the XP. It's going to be a little bit risky. If we... that over there actually. Oh, it's just some more iron. Because it's night, I'm just wondering if we can go do some hunting to get the XP. Anybody around? The alternative is we can hunt the other creatures. I'm still a little bit nervous about. Don't seem to be. Oh, there's one over there, isn't it? I'm sure. Just one. Where is he? There he is. Now the trick nailing these guys is to shoot them from behind. You can get in behind them. Got him. Right, got a broken leg. I don't know. Should I drop plant fibers? Okay, what's the cure for a broken leg? Generation. Applying bandages. What's that? Applying bandages, healthcare. So use the trauma to heal trauma. Oh, that was a little bit stressful, guys. But it did it when it should have given me a lot of didn't get as much as I was hoping for, but and of course we've now got a broken bone, which means I think we move a little bit slower to do it. In fact, let's just get back to a safe area and we'll just take a look at the med encyclopedia. Let me just get back into a reasonably safe location. I think we're nearly there. Get back to here. Offload that. Some more spoiled food, isn't that a surprise? Food constructor, just make one of those. Actually, I should have made some bandages, but that's okay. Now, I think if we put the meat into here, We'll be able to make some 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steaks. Now, just to show you what I'm talking about, if we go to the encyclopedia, look at the medical database, and what we got? We got a broken leg. It says here, usually caused from falling from a significant height while under sufficient gravity. A broken leg is potentially life-threatening injury. It occurs in the wrong place at the wrong time. Aside from the obvious impact on mobility, it's extremely painful, sapping the patient's stamina and putting them in more peril if weight continues to be put on the leg. The primary treatments are slow-acting. They generally reduce the duration of the broken leg to minutes and limit the pain and stamina loss. A health pack and bandages are typically used to bind and anaesthetize the injury so it can recover. Trauma or regeneration kit can fix the injury up immediately but risks negative side effects. So it says duration 60 minutes, maximum health reduction by 100, maximum stamina reduced by 350, movement speed reduced by 40%. Broken leg is, if left alone, will heal by itself, but eventually still advised to keep the weight off it until it's there. So the broken leg itself is not actually, you could say, a life-threatening injury, but it does slow you down. But you can see how long it takes to actually heal up, and that is the problem with a broken leg. Is just the sheer amount of time it takes to actually heal up that bit there. And you can see it's moving around very slowly. And of course, what actually happens is the bandages reduce the effect, and you can see our health and stamina is reduced. Food. Okay, so we're just gonna eat some food because as they say, it's better in than out. We've actually got some alien tooth now. So what we need now is some herbal leaves and plant protein. What we're going to do is go out and see if we can find some herbal leaves, because I would like to make that other piece of medication. I know I was going to do some mining, but what I'll do is, because we're at night and the night's going to last a little longer, we'll actually do the mining off camera. But what we'll just go out and do is see if we can get some more resources. And of course, because I'm looking for them now, I won't find any. Need to get the space oranges for a bit more XP, and let's eat those. Got to be a bit careful because we don't have any herbal leaves at the moment. We got some herbal leaves over there, I think. So there we are. So grab that. Just keep looking round. I think it was there. Right, some more plant protein and a rock. We'll just grab that. Keep grabbing everything we can at the moment. We'll just grab that. And more stuff here. Thank you. Take the alien thorn. That up. Veggie here. Just grab you. And we'll grab you. Kind of just go down near the water. A bit more plant protein. Yeah, whoops, missed. A bit more plant protein. Just to keep gathering that resource. Come on, you can do it, game. There's some copper here. We'll just grab that as well. More stuff around here. Oxygen's okay. I'll just eat the. Actually, oops. Might as well use these up. Eat you. That gets my health back to... Oh, want some more herbal leaves, game. That. Some herbal leaves. Yeah, we got a little bit, a few here. Just grab that. Grab that. Another 100 XP. While we're here, we'll just what we'll do next is the radar signature over there. So we got some resources over there, which is pretty good because it's on the way to the village. What we're going to do now is we're just going to head back to sometimes I head back in this direction. So we nearly got rid of the broken leg. We could hunt these guys for the extra XP. There we are. We finally healed up the broken leg. Let's just get back to the wreckage. I don't think it's not that one, is it? It's this one over here. Near the escape pod. Yep. We'll just get back to this wreckage. Drop that down. And put the herbal leaves, the plant protein in, put that in, and what we can do now is how many we got. We can get 1, 2, 3 of those hopefully. Okay, so we got some more fuel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep piling that lovely biofuel up. Right, we got more water. Got more water than we know what to do with. Not sure if we can make anything out of the water. Let me just put it in there. See what we can do. We need water containers. Get that from water containers, but and I think all we can do here, so we can actually make some. We've got purified water, so we can make these nutrient solutions if we wanted to. Not really particularly that interested. You can see here what we got now is a cure for dermal parasites, poison stage 2 and endoperson. So got a cure for that now. Don't think there's anything else. We're gonna make some more bandages. Okay, I'm just gonna pop the food, drop that in there, and so we got everything there, and I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I will do off camera is dig out some copper and ore so that we can work on getting this together and building this, because we need silicon, copper, iron and carbon substrate. So if we can get that together so we can get the ship, so we're a bit more mobile, which means we don't have to rely on the motorbike. This is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.